There will be no rematch between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. Paul kept it honest when he told reporters, quote, "I'm living Tyron in the past. He didn't live up to the bet. He didn't get the tattoo. So the rematch just doesn't make sense anymore." Potential next opponents for Paul now range from Tyson Fury's half-brother Tommy Fury to 46-year-old UFC legend Anderson Silva. So Shannon, what should Jake Paul do next?
He should stay away from Anderson Silva. That's what he should do. He should stay away from Jorge Masvidal. Stay away from them. Skip, he's carved out a nice little niche. Carved out a nice little place for himself. Just stay there. You're fighting guys with very limited boxing skills. You seem to be in a dominant position. Stay there. Nice little novelty act. You're making $3, $4, $5, $7 million at a clip. Leave that alone. Stay there. Just stay right there. Skip, you remember the movie Hitch? And Will Smith's character, he's like, this is your space right here. Yep. Do not get outside of that. What did he do? He get out there, he get a few drinks in him, and he's dancing. Stay right where you are, Jake Paul, and you'll make your nice little run of some money. Reminds me of situations, Skip, I don't know if you remember this guy. There was a guy boxer named Butterbean. He used to be a tough guy.
I do.
Butterbean was just waylaying on people. Boom, boom, just knocking people out. Ooh, Butterbean, step it up. Ooh. Started fighting boxers.
Yep.
Got beat. Then all of a sudden, it wasn't any cool to see Butterbean anymore.
Where is he now?
If I'm not mistaken, I think last I heard he was a sheriff's deputy in like Jasper, Alabama or something. Even Larry Holmes beat him at damn near 60 years of age. But Skip, just stay there. Why are you trying to fight these guys? Bruh, this is the hurt. Boxing is the hurt business. You got to be serious with this. I don't know how serious. You're serious enough to take it where you can beat those guys that have very little skills. But you're talking about a guy like Masvidal who can stand and fight. You're talking about fighting Silva. Did he not just see what Silva did to Ortiz?
Yep.
And you talking about taking it, man? Skip, he got a nice little thing going. Stay there.
Okay. Bottom line, I believe in Jake Paul more than you believe in Jake Paul. I'm not saying he will ever become Jerry Quarry. Do you remember Jerry
I
Quarry?
do know Jerry Quarry.
Who was a tough guy,
Yes.
who actually stood in with Ali
Yeah.
longer than I thought he would
Yeah.
last. I'm not saying he's that guy. But what I do love about this kid is he's got guts and he's got smarts because he's a great self-promoter.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to do anything stupid.
You're right. Fighting one of those guys would be stupid.
Okay. He's also a boxing baby. He is a novice. He is just getting his feet wet, and he's still a little wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
But he showed me a little something against Tyron Woodley because I'm not going to underestimate the achievement it took to beat Woodley, who is even at 39, he's a warrior, man. And he's been in hand-to-hand combat at the highest levels, obviously, of UFC. I'm not saying he's the greatest striker ever.
Right.
And I am definitely not saying he was anywhere near a skilled boxer.
Right.
Because he had his openings and he could not take his openings. But the kid stood in, took some shots, lived to tell, and won the fight. And I thought he won it fair and square. There's one judge that went completely off the reservation. I don't know what that was about. But the point was, in the end, he will make the right choice. And I loved how he put Ty Woodley on notice because he just flat out put it right out in the middle of the table. If you had done what you said you were going to do and get that tattoo, I love Jake Paul. It's a hard tattoo to get.
Yeah, I'd have got it, got me another $1 million, and then got it covered up.
Okay,
he didn't say I got to keep it forever.
He did not. But it's just it's a matter of swallowing all of your pride and getting that tattoo and displaying it publicly.
Skip, there was a man in Vegas, his homeboy bet him $100,000 that he wouldn't get boobs. He went and got them.
Okay.
For $100,000. So for another $1 million, for $1.5, $2 million, you wouldn't get a tattoo?
Okay. I believe the payday would have been bigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I would agree with that. Okay, so now what is next? Well, there is this kid, Tommy Fury, who is the half-brother of the most skilled heavyweight boxer of all time, right?
He might be.
So again, is Tommy skilled? Well, he took on the kid, Jake Paul's sparring partner in the undercard, and beat him up, okay? And, well, I don't know what that means, but would you buy that fight? Would you? Yeah. Well, this is a real live boxer. He's also a novice boxer. But would you buy it? Yeah, I would buy that fight because at least you'd say he's a real live boxer who's being taught at the highest level by the most skilled heavyweight ever, right?
But Skip, you talk about Masvidal, Skip.
Okay, now that's
Masvidal is a
all
street fighter.
He's a bare-knuckle street fighter. I agree. Would I buy that fight? You better believe
I sure would.
You'd be on the edge of your seat because you would want Jake Paul to get put in his place.
Masvidal gonna do that too.
Okay, what did he say about that? He said, I would love that fight. Okay, are you saying he's biting off way more than
way
he can
more?
chew?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think he is.
Okay.
Because he's bigger than you think he is. I think he's a little more physical than you think he is, and he's starting to figure out. Remember, he said that was my first time in the bright lights. I've never been where they had that it's LeBron's old home.
Yeah.
They had
Quicken Loans.
It looked like it was
16,000.
It looked pretty full
yes.
to me, right?
Yes.
So he said I had to learn how to pace myself and control my emotions under the brightest of lights.
Right.
And again, the paper, I don't know what they made off it, but I think it was pretty simple.
Yeah, you say he gave $1 million of his purse to people underneath so they can make more than they've ever made in their life.
All right.
But Skip, Masvidal is a different type of animal.
Yeah, now he is, you want to talk about a warrior. He's like a backyard, back alley
exactly,
warrior.
yes.
Okay, I got it. I'm there. I'm buying it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not going to write this kid off because his whole career, if you look at him, great self-promoter, but he takes high risks and he lives to tell. He backs it up.
Skip, he did a great thing. He's fighting Ben Askren. He's fighting Nate Robinson. He's
Just
fighting
getting started.
Tyron.
Right?
Skip, you're there.
I got it. Okay, maybe Tommy Fury would be the next step. And maybe if he could beat Tommy Fury, then maybe he'd start thinking about Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, but then leave Anderson Silva alone. Anderson Silva was a legit boxer. He could like. Did he not see what he did to?
He's a bad man.
Yes.
Like I just don't know if I would.
Yeah, leave that alone. I'm gonna try to have this run as long as I possibly can.
Yep.
Before they figure out, that man don't know what he's doing. But by the time they figure it out, I done made me 45, 50 mil. And when you do figure it out, okay, no harm, no foul.
I think he's on that path right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna keep fighting these guys. I'll call out somebody in Hollywood. Hey, I'll fight Sly Stallone. He was Rocky. Hey, you want to fight? But I'm not, Skip, I'm not stepping into, because now you start stepping up in class with guys that actually know what the hell they're doing. You mess around and get hurt if you're not careful.
I'm not going to write this kid off.
Well, as long as he stay away from Masvidal and Silva, he's going to be fine.
I don't think he'll stay away from Masvidal.
Okay.
I think he'll try it.
Okay.
Shannon Sharpe will buy it.
Yep.
Along with about half the rest of the country.
Even though it won't be, I'm going to make plans. Because I already know it won't be long. I'll be able to make my dinner reservation.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to have me some dinner reservation probably about 9:30, 10.
This will be a round one KO.
Yeah, I'll be able, but the fight is on tonight. Don't worry about it. Get ready.
And I'll still be sitting there watching while you're gone to.
And then you ain't going to be watching.
You can't help but look away, honestly. We'll wait and see what's next.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.